Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be dropping a GoPro down to the bottom in the bay, and we're just going to be checking out what we can see. So that's a little black sea bass. Water's pretty foggy because the current's running pretty hard today, but it's not bad. It's still visible. I try to cut out all the boring parts and just kind of show you guys where the fish are, and periodically I'll jump back in to let you know what's happening in the video. So here, if you look really closely, you can actually see some black sea bass down at the bottom, just kind of gliding around. Just wanted to point them out because they're kind of hard to see. So coming up in this next clip, I slowed it down, and you can see where the words are. There's a head of a little tautog there. Just thought that was pretty cool, so I slowed it down so you guys could see. And then if you guys look over to where it says here, you can actually see me and my buddy were dropping down some baits with some clams, and you can see the bait come down, and then a couple of the sea bass come up to go check it out, and then they kind of start like fighting over it. I don't think we caught one on this, but later in the video you can see us catch them, which is pretty cool. So right here you can see a tog glide into frame, just a new species. You can see his whole body, which is pretty cool. They're pretty awesome fish. So in this clip, you can see my bait come down. It's a piece of clam on a hook and with a little weight below it, and you can see some of the sea bass kind of take interest in it, but not too much at the moment. I think this hook was a little bit too big for them, but in a couple of the later clips, they get a little interested. So that's the end of drop 1. We're going to be dropping it down for drop 2, and it was a little bit barren on drop 1, but drop 2 is a little bit better. So you can see a bunch of fish immediately, a bunch of sea bass, a couple tog right there in the middle, gliding around. Pretty awesome. This drop is a little bit better. I think this was the best of the 3, doing 3 total drops today. So pretty solid drop. Just looking around. Again, just a couple sea bass, couple tog, and I think this is the drop. It's either this drop or the next drop where we catch a fish right in front of the camera, which is pretty cool. I don't think I mentioned this before, but the GoPro is actually tied to the end of the fishing line, and I just drop it down to the bottom. And I kind of can't see what's going on, so I'm just trying to do my best to film whatever I can, and then I just do whatever we get. There you can see some sea bass kind of start fighting over some bait, and then a puffer shows up right next to the here, which is pretty cool if you want to watch that back again. Pretty nice. A couple sea bass fighting over some food. But the puffer was cool to see because we don't see them a lot. Watercolor kind of changed up here. I think it's just something with my camera. I'm not exactly sure what the deal was with that. But again, just sea bass, tog, normal stuff. Sorry for the seaweed in the way. Kind of can't control that. Just kind of happened. Sea bass gliding in and out. It's pretty cool just looking around. I think somewhere soon we get the fish going after the bait. Not exactly sure when that happens, but there's so many sea bass down here. It's crazy. They're just populating the entire bottom of this little section of the bay. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the end of drop 2. Moving on to drop 3. We're gonna drop her back down here. And yeah, we'll see what we can see on drop 3. This is the one where we hook a fish right in front of the camera, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's just hang out till that happens. So here in this next clip, you can see some of the sea bass start fighting over a piece of bait, kind of just messing around, and then one of them gets pulled up. That wasn't the one where you could clearly see where they're caught, but we're starting to get better angles now. This guy was just checking out the camera. He was just sitting there. Both of them were actually like really interested in the camera. You can see I move it back and he moves closer. I just wonder what they're thinking down there. It's pretty funny. So here again, you can see a bunch of fish fighting over a bait. You can see it in that one's mouth, actually. Just keep messing around with it. And then I think we pulled it up. Yep, right there. There it goes. And we just kept trying to drop it down, trying to get the perfect angle, which comes up soon. And yeah, it was pretty fun to see him. Here you go. Here he comes, coming up, checking out the bait. Goes up, takes a bite, swallows it, and there he goes, hooked up. So yeah, I found that pretty interesting, seeing how they react to the bait underwater. They kind of check it out, take a little nibble, and then they go crush it. And that's when you feel the real bite. That's what you're feeling with the taps. And then, there you go. Oh, here he comes again, checking out the bait again. Different little clip here. These two a little fighting over it. Just slipped them. So this part is actually pretty interesting. I believe that's a clam blowing out its siphon, which I thought was pretty cool. Slowed that down for you guys if you want to check that out. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Pulling it up. Thanks for watching.